Hi Pisces, this is going to be your reading for 2020. Who would believe we were at that time of this? I mean, it's just unbelievable that we've got to 2020 so quickly when we could remember what it was like coming into the new millennium. This is going to be a general reading. It's not going to apply to it. Please look up your moon sign and your ascendant sign to get a better kind of feeling of what holds for the year ahead. It's not, well, it will apply to everybody because it's not happened yet and it's just a general reading. So what I say is going to happen in January. For some people it may come up in the April because it is an energy and every Piscean does not have the same birth chart, so it's going to be slightly different. I've pulled these, I've looked over them, and for as much as this is a yearly reading, there's a lot here to do with relationships, and I think as well for almost like twin flame relationships. For as much as like everybody else, you'll have issues with work or home life or money. Predominantly it looks like 2020 is a time for either you getting together with your soulmate, well not a soulmate, it's a twin flame, or meeting up with them. They're certainly on your mind in 2020. I think if this is the case, they've been on your minds in 2019 as well. I'm reading this in 2019 and I think it's going to carry through to 2020, Pisces. And if you're going to say, I don't have a soulmate or I don't have a twin flame, then maybe someone's going to come into your life that is. So let's get started. Oh, and welcome to everybody that's new and to everybody that follows every month. Great to have everybody here. Right, so for January, you're going to open your year with a brand new start. We have the World card here. There's a cycle in your life that has ended, and you're going to begin into the new year with this new mind of. Along with it, we've got the Page of Pentacles. You've looked back at everything that you have done, all the seeds that you have planted to get you to where you are today, not just in 2019, but throughout your lifetime, of everything that you have done, what you've accomplished, what you would like to change, how you want to take things forward. And I really feel that in 2020 is a time where you are going to be doing this, because it would seem here when you look at the Page of Pentacles, I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I've got one of those big lights that it's really dark here. I'm in Scotland, and although this is like early afternoon, it's really dark. So I'm sorry if that big studio light is blinding everybody. But here we have you looking at all your little seeds that you've planted and the things that are about to sprout into a new phase for you. Coming into 2020, even saying 2020. It just feels strange. Right, get into February. You're taking this energy with you, and right away you've got the Ace. An Ace is always a new start, and I think it's in love in your case. It's certainly an emotional breakthrough, whatever it is, whatever you felt stuck on in an emotional manner. You've maybe had a lot of things that held you back through not being able to cope with certain things, or you know, maybe you've even had a bout of depression, but you're going to be getting this new lease on how you are going to deal with your emotional breakthroughs. It could be a new love coming in. For as much as at the moment I don't see an Ace or a Page of Pentacles here, I really do think you are going to start looking at your love life, your emotional life, in a complete new way in February. What's maybe been, you know, if you've maybe been wanting to, and I don't know if it's a male that's listening to this or a female, whatever gender, if you've been wanting to maybe contact somebody, this could be the time where you feel you're going to just do it. It's now or never. Don't waste any more time. We have a Page of Wands here, and it's, yeah, I think you're just going to go for it. I think you've got this new fire in your belly that, even though before you've maybe been afraid of how this person will react to you, or when I say a person, in a relationship, maybe you've always been frightened to even go out and about to meet people. I think you're going to have this fire, this energy that you just think, no, I'm going to do it. I either do it now or I never will. In March, this is the start of what I think is being the twin flame journey, because we have the Two of Cups. Now this can just mean a partnership, as in someone you're going to meet up with. Maybe you're going to meet up with a really good friend, or maybe you're going to get someone that you're going to collaborate with in business. Could be a new business partner. But looking at the rest of the cards, I think it's to do with love. I think you're going to get together with I don't even want to say someone from the past, because there's nothing here to say that. You're going to come up with someone that you really just click with. Don't know if it's from your past or not, but it's someone. It's definitely, I think it's because this card here, the Two of Cups, has came up twice in your reading, so I really do think it's more than just someone you click with. I think it is a twin flame journey. We have the Ace of Swords here, a new way of dealing with it, a new way of, also you can use, it's quite phallic as well. I think this is going to be quite a fiery, passionate relationship. It could just be as well, you've got the Ace of Swords there to cut through any bullshit. I don't like swearing, but you know what I mean. You're not going to mince about anymore. It's now time to speak your truth, and this other person to speak their truth. It's maybe you've already met someone, and you kind of dilly-dally around. You might flirt and laugh and joke, but nobody really knows where they stand with each other. I think in March, this is when you're going to start getting more outspoken. You've got the fire in your belly to make that move, and I think it's going to start to be that you will get more verbal, and maybe, you know, it's the Ace of Swords, it's like you're always in your head about it, but I think with this Ace, you're going to actually speak it. I think you're actually going to start to speak what is going on with you, to try and clarify and clear the air with this person, so you both know where you stand. In April, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, you have the Two of Wands and the Hierophant. And I think like that, you're now looking at where you're going. You've got a choice to make. What way do you want to go in life? Now this could be nothing to do with a relationship. This could just be your life in general. Do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to move forward? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to move home? Go out on your own, as in a new business? It's time to make choices in April. In the spring of 2020, you are going to be making choices. With the Hierophant here, you know, it's the kind of, you know, the Hierophant being the wise man, the holy man. You could be thinking about marriage as well. Do you want to get married? Do you want to take the relationship that we've been talking about any further? Because you could be talking about making commitments. Making a commitment. You could also be thinking about maybe joining some kind of higher order in something. Maybe there's some kind of group that you want to join that you're not sure about doing. You could be thinking about joining a group. But I do think it's something to do with a higher order, a higher pecking order. I don't know what I mean by that, but higher pecking order is what I'm getting. But there is choices and a decision to be made that is going to be quite fundamental in April, that is going to take you on a whole new trajectory. So look out for that, Pisces, because it will be different for everybody. In May we have, look, I mean, you couldn't make this up. These are two separate decks, and we have the Chariot in one, and we have the Six of Swords in the other. You are moving. I don't know whether you're going to be moving abroad or moving over water. You could be, you know, I'm here in Scotland. It could be something as simple as moving over the other side of the Clyde. It could be something as simple as that, a stretch of a body of water. I live where I have a canal right outside my garden. It could be as simple as someone moving to the other side of a canal. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. But you're going to be moving forward. We have the Chariot here. Now the Chariot, I'm trying to think. This can also mean you could be thinking about purchasing a new vehicle, right? It could be, or a vehicle you have, you're going to be getting work done on it. But I think it's broader than that. I think you're going to be moving in a completely new direction. Remember, in the April, you had the choice whether to move, go that way or go this way. I think you're making the choice to move forward. You're certainly moving out of what has been something quite complicated. You could be in a relationship that has been very turbulent, and you don't want to be in it any longer, and you maybe need to free yourself up to go into your twin flame relationship, and this is what you're going to do. I feel for those of you that are in karmic relationships, as in someone, it's a karmic relationship, please look it up. I don't want to get into it here because I have done it before. If you're in a karmic relationship but you want to be with your twin flame, you could, through certain feelings of being responsibility, loyalty, whatever, you maybe have stayed, but in 2020 I think you're going to move, or the person that you want to come towards you is going to come towards you, because you are moving forward in May, and I think you're moving forward towards this person, or they're moving forward towards you. In the June we have the Tower moment, and it's going to bring about a 9 of Wands. So the Tower moment is going to be something that is going to come in, that is going to blow up what you should have done yourself and just wouldn't do it. I always feel that the Tower moment's not a bad thing. I know it looks pretty traumatic and it frightens a lot of people, but there's a lot of times there's changes we have to make in life, and through our lack of being able to make the choice or feeling guilty about something, we don't do it, and what happens is it just happens anyway. It's taken clean out of your hands and it will happen anyway. It could be, especially as I spoke about, maybe wanting to walk out of a relationship, you know what I mean, leave a relationship that you feel maybe there's children involved, maybe you've been with a person for a long time and you feel that you just can't do it. It's just, it would, you know, it's not easy to do that. I mean, there's, you know, the financial implications right off the bat, but maybe this person gets up and leaves you, and that's it taken care of. It's going to make you feel that, oh, there's so much work that you're going to need to get done. We've got 9 of Wands here. You're coming near the end of a stage where you have really, it's been backbreaking, and that can even be in your psyche as well. So whatever it is that's coming about to completely blow the norm for you, the status quo, if you like, is going to make it, there's going to be a lot of fallout from it. And this could be you having, after this could be you having to try and find a new home, work out your finance, starting again basically with the 9 of Wands here, because you're nearly at the end of a stage. And when the 9 of Wands come up, once you get into a 10 and an ace, that's you finished it. But there's a bit of work still to get done for you, Pisces. In July we have 2 nights. This is either yourself or someone else coming in. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Now you are either going to be acting very almost in a passionate manner, or someone's coming into you in a real passionate manner. You're either going to be taking the road ahead in this area, or someone's doing it for you. But we've got the Knight of Swords as well. There's going to be some very outspoken, heart-wrenching words getting said. Could be the start of a very passionate time for you as well. A Knight of Wands tends to be someone who is very almost flammable, if you like. They can just have outbursts, and especially with the Knight of Swords here, they're going to come in, or you are maybe not acting, thinking things through, acting on impulse. That's what I'm trying to say. You may act on impulse in the month of July, or someone's going to come in and do it with you, because it looks like very fast motions with a very high passion behind it. Again, it'll be different for everybody. It never came out in reverse. Even I don't remember it coming out in reverse. So I don't think it's going to be an angry outburst. I think it's just going to be something you feel really passionate about, or someone who feels really passionate about you is going to come in the month of July. August, we have did I say this before? We have the Seven of Pentacles. We'll get the Page of Pentacles there. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Again, I think you're going to be looking at your stability. You're going to be looking at what is what's tangible in your life, your home life, your finances, things that make you who you are, where you live. You're going to look at all of these. Again, it's a bit like planting your seeds. What is coming up in your life? You could even be thinking about if you're due to retire, or you have made some kind of financial maybe but what stocks and shares or something. You could be looking at how they are progressing, or looking at your savings, or if you were able to save in this day and age, but looking at what you have financially gained, or what is tangible, how you're going to take your life forward and with your finances. Four of Pentacles, it could be a time where you are going to hold on to what you've already got. You may be thinking about investing in something, but you're being very wary. I would advise you to maybe take some kind of advice on investment. If you're thinking about doing it, really look into it. Don't hold on to your money too tightly, because sometimes you've got to what's it they say, you have to spend to, what is that saying? Where you've got to speculate, you have to accumulate, you have to speculate, is that right? To speculate, it's something like that. So you're maybe having to put out something to get something back. It would seem you're not too sure about doing this, because you want to really hold on to what you've got in the Four of Pentacles. And maybe for some, this is the way to go. Don't spend too much. If you're going to invest in something, maybe don't invest everything that you've got. Keep something aside. Okay. In August, go and see a financial advisor if in doubt. Look at, go to someone who maybe knows the stock market. In September, we have again something that you're not sure about. We've got the Two of Swords here, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. I think there's something you are not sure about, or you don't have the whole information. This could be taking me back to August, okay, with your financial situation. There may be something that you're not getting told, or you're not got all the details in something. And I do think it's to take you on from August about your finances. You're almost like being kept in the dark about it. So really look at anything that you want to invest in. We have got the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign. But in this case, I think it is maybe an offer of some kind of financial security, or are you looking at, if you do something a particular way, it's going to pay off slowly, okay? It's maybe not going to be something that is and that's maybe the advice here. Don't go for something where they say if within 2 weeks your money will have trebled. Go for something that's maybe got a slower, it'll be more secure. Is that what I'm trying to say? Because I think that's what this message is telling you. Look into something very deeply before you invest in something. There could be someone coming in here wanting to invest alongside you, or giving you some kind of information or advice on what it is you should be doing. In October, we have the Hangman. We've got the Hangman here with the Three of Cups, and it looks to be like some kind of celebration taking place. But I think like that, because you've been the Hangman, you've been kind of hanging around. You've not been making any great moves. You've maybe not pushed ahead the way you thought you would have done in the beginning of the year, because you had this fire in your belly and moving forward. But it looks to me that's the right way to go. You had the energy there to do it, but you weren't impulsive. You actually thought things through. You had choices, and you will have had decisions to make, and it looks to me up to this point you've done the right thing. So you've not rushed around. You've taken time out to really go over everything, get things clear of how you want to take things forward, and it's time to celebrate, because whatever it is that you've decided to do, it's paid off for you, and it's been a really good year. Could also just mean in October you will have parties to go to. There could be a celebration ahead, could be an anniversary, a birthday, something coming up in the month of October for you, Pisces. Now we're getting into November, getting into party season, and here again we've got this Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. I think you're going to either meet someone at a night out. It could be a new romantic offer coming in for you, but I do think it's to do with you meet them outside of the home. You could be going to a party with friends, people that you know. You could even be getting set up with someone, a blind date of some kind. But you're going to be having some kind of romantic gesture take place in November. In December, excuse a second, so I take a glass of my little drink. In December, we have the Page of Swords. Do we have a Page of Swords already? Did I see a Page of Swords somewhere? No, it was a Page of Wands. And the Strength card. So we are definitely finishing on a good note. You're getting a new offer coming in. A new offer coming in of someone with really good ideas. That is maybe, you know, you could even be going to something as simple as a group, like maybe a meditation group or spiritual group, or something that just boosts your inner strength, something that just makes you feel strong and clear and balanced. And I think, like, you know, this could be a mental strength as well. It doesn't have to be physical. I mean, look what she's doing there. She's gently opening this big lion's mouth. There's no real power behind her, but she knows how to do it gently, and I feel like that this is what is coming in for you. You could also have a young person come to you in the month of December that is looking for you to some kind of protection, or when I say protection it sounds sinister, but they're looking to you for advice and something, okay? Because I always think the Page, I mean, it's a young person. So maybe a teenager of some description or smaller. Maybe you're feeling that you need to give them some kind of guidance. Could be your own children, could be a niece, a nephew, neighbour, whatever. But I think also it's you getting a new way of thinking to take all of this into 2021. Well, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you get something out of it. I hope you have a great Christmas and a fabulous New Year. And I hope to see everybody later in 2020. Bye for now, Pisces.